Alright boys, here we are. Next project car right here. Here we go. 2014 Evolution MR. Got a little damage on the trunk, but other than that, original owner, 71,000 miles. Yeah, buddy. It's that Boost Kings in there, look. Yeah, starting her up, bro. Yep. Here we are. 14 MR. There's a little bit of work. Nothing we can't take care of. Here we go. About to put it on the trailer.
Look a whole lot different in about a few weeks.
Here we are, boys. A little bit of damage on the trunk.
Newish edition.
We'll get some new trunk though. Throw it right on there.
Yeah, buddy.
A little bit of damage.
Needs a little buff.
Needs a buff. A little transmission. And respray the front bumper. And we are good to go, fellas. Get right back to you. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on tying up some loose ends on the project car. We're working on a couple of evap codes and stuff like that, so we start taking a look at what's underneath on top of the gas tank, make sure everything's plugged in, and go from there. Alright guys, I dropped the gas tank. I took a look under there. I didn't see any hoses that were unplugged. Everything looked normal. So I put the gas tank back up. And it's just throwing 2 evap codes. So I might try and change the gas cap, see if that helps. You know, stuff like that. See what happens. But now I'm going to move on to trying to install the steering wheel. I had an extra one laying around. I'll see if I can get it in the car and see how it looks. We'll just go from there. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now is take the steering wheel off. Always make sure the negative terminal is disconnected first, and then on the side of the steering wheel here, there's a little cover that was on here. It just pops right off. And it's the same exact thing for the other side. It's just a little cap like this that covers up the hole. So once you get the cap off, you get an 8mm, and you just show it in reverse. Sometimes you gotta fish around for it. Let's see. Unless this is different than an SRT steering wheel. Let's see. I got the ground unplugged. Now it's a matter of just unplugging this guy here. Sometimes they're on there pretty good. Just pop it right off. Like that. And then I think the SRT one is similar. They probably all go on the same way. We'll give it a shot. And there you have it, the airbag's out. Easy way to do it. Now you want to go ahead and remove the steering wheel, which isn't that hard. Let me get the right size socket. I think it's a 13. Now, the trick is you don't want to take this bolt out all the way and then yanking the steering wheel, because if the steering wheel pops off, it'll hit you in the face. I wiggle it from side to side like so, just like that. Now I'll get the bolt out the rest of the way. Okay, that bolt out like that. I'll try to make sure the steering wheel's straight. So I put the steering wheel back on, it'll go on straight. These two wires are gonna pull through. All right, get that steering wheel off. Okay. Now I'll take the SRT steering wheel, put these two wires in here. Where's the ground? There it is. Okay, now pull those through. Make sure it's on straight. That's straight enough for me. That was right on. So now, get our bolt, put it back in. That's not going nowhere. Now you got your leads for your airbag. Okay, put the ground back on. I believe it's a ground. Don't quote me on that. Then you put your airbag plug in. I think it goes like this. Take the ground off again. Get a better look at this. Alright, try it like this. There it goes. Try it the other way. There it goes. Slid right in that time. Now, ground back on. There we go. Come on. Here it is. Okay, so you got your airbag plug in. It's plugged in good. Got the ground. This back on here like this. And there you have it. Put the couple 8 mils back in here. On the sides. Alright. Get these started. One. There's the second one. Put these in here. And that's it, just tighten them down. There it is. Wrench. Tighten it down. Airbag's in. That's in. That's it. That's all there is to it. SRT steering wheel's installed. You know, got the console in, the seats. There it is, fellas. All right, guys. Now we're gonna move on to replacing the evap system in the back of the car here. So it turns out that this system right here is different than the SRT system. That's why the car is throwing 2 evap codes. This car has a vacuum line going to it, which goes in there, and the SRT one does not. So what I'm gonna work on now is removing this whole system and swapping it out with an SRT version and see if that makes the lights change and you know, get rid of the codes for evap. So this is what I'm working on now. Alright guys, so I got the pump out, and I'm gonna try swapping it with another one I have, a different car. Hopefully it makes the codes go away. I cut all the lines out of the car. Well, this is one long line, clearly, just plugged into here. So, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and take one off a different car I have and mount it up. Everything should bolt in the same way. I know on the other car I looked at, the colors of the wires are different, but I think it all does the same stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the other car in, take it off of that one, plug it in here, and hope for the best. All right guys, I got the replacement one on the right. This is out of an SRT. And as you can see, it's a lot different looking. And there's no like nipple there for the vacuum line to go on the SRT model, that is. So this is the major difference. They just look like two completely different units. This is from 02, this is from 05. So now we're gonna throw it in and see how it works. Make sure the engine lights go away. I'll throw it in now. All right guys, we ran into another problem. The connector on this thing and the connector on this thing do not fit. They must have changed it throughout the model years. So luckily for me, I saved a lot of crap. And I have this extra old wiring harness. And luckily the connector I need is on the wiring harness. And it fits. So what I'm gonna do is cut it off the wiring harness and splice it in. And match up the terminals. And hopefully that'll make it work. I'll keep you posted in a second. Alright guys, what I did was I took the old connector off and I just repinned this one by removing all three of the wires and putting them back in the corresponding spots in this connector. What you gotta do is pull that blue piece out, and then after you pull that blue piece out, you get a sharp, tiny instrument. You pick up on the locks and the pins slide right out. So what I'm gonna do now is try plugging in the evap thing and see if it works. Alright guys, it's all plugged in. I got it buttoned down, put the two bolts back in, the 10 and the 13. Put the hose back on. More slack here. Let's see. Oh yeah, plenty of room. Plenty of slack. Everything's plugged in. Now I'm gonna start it up and see if the codes go away. Alright guys, it's all plugged in. I got it buttoned down, put the two bolts back in, the 10 and the 13. Put the hose back on. More slack here. Let's see. Oh yeah, plenty of room. Plenty of slack. Everything's plugged in. Now I'm gonna start it up and see if the codes go away. As you guys can see, I put the hood on the car off camera just to get the I like the way it looks better than have nothing on there. Got the battery hooked up, intake's on, there we go. Diablo Sport powering up. Just start it and let it run. See if the evap codes go away. Fire it right up. That's one loud exhaust. We'll go to diagnostics. Got two evap codes. Guess I'll try the gas cap next. I don't know what else it could possibly be. Let's try clearing them. See if that does anything. All right. Try it again. Came right back. Wow. Guess I got some more research to do. I'll try replacing the gas cap next, see if that does anything. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today. I got some more research to do on the nvld. I'm gonna go get 1-inch hose clamps for all the hoses and just make sure everything is tight. And if that don't work, I'll check on top of the gas tank again, make sure everything's squared away up in here. the hose and stuff. I'm gonna give you one last look at the next project car we just picked up. It's a 2014 Evo MR in silver. It's not in too bad a shape. I'm gonna get the front bumper resprayed. Got a little bit of damage here. And respray the front bumper. I'm gonna get some different panels for it. It's a one owner car. You know, got the Brembos on here, the BBSs, all that good stuff. Needs a trunk. Gonna take care of that tomorrow. Wait to see what I got for you in store in the next video as far as body panels goes. It's got 71,000 miles and it needs a transmission. So this is what we'll be working on next when the neon's done. And that's gonna be it for today. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at @boost_kings, and please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and tell your friends. And okay, see you guys next time.